Hi everyone, welcome to your tip of the week. Now first of all, I just want to apologise just in case anyone appears over my shoulder here, or even this side actually. It's quite glary in the sun, so I've had to find somewhere in the shade, but also windy as well. And I found myself a spot in the steps here, but I'm just not sure whether anyone's going to surprise me, and maybe I'll surprise them sitting here recording as well if they suddenly appear over my shoulders here. So with that said, let's get stuck in today's video. Today I want to talk to you about mindfulness. Now, being mindful is really important when it comes to your health and fitness, but also your overall life. The dictionary essentially defines being mindful as maintaining a non-judgmental state of complete awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. You need to be aware of your surroundings, and as I said, those thoughts, feelings, sensations as well, and deal with them on a moment-to-moment basis. You want to actually control your experience. You've also heard the saying, happy, positive thoughts are the way to go. Saying that, I've got some tips for you for your overall mindfulness, but then also when it comes to your eating, your nutrition, and your fitness as well. So how can you be more mindful in your life? It can be really good to actually make gratitude part of your routine and part of your life. Count your blessings. So in particular, if you're having a bad day, it's really good to draw on those positive things, those positive people around you, the things that are going well in your life, and not just dwell on those negative aspects. So have something to be thankful for and really focus on that rather than the negatives. Express thanks for what you've got and for those people in your life. Now, some really good tips for including gratitude in your life can really simple stuff. So you can use your Instagram or your Facebook, your social media feeds as a visual diary, a visual gratitude diary if you like. So fill them with photos, sayings, quotes, all those things that are going to motivate you, keep you upbeat. And then when you are having one of those bad days, you can always go back to it and have a scroll and see all those lovely things that have happened to you in your life. A gratitude jar is also another great way of bringing that gratitude into your life, and it's very simple. Glass jar, some pieces of paper, some post-it notes. So during your day, during your week, write down everything that you're thankful for and pop them in the jar. Fold the piece of paper up, pop them in the jar. And then at the end of the day, or at the end of the week, or even at the end of the month, you can go back to that jar and have a look at all those pieces of paper and say to yourself, yes, I had some really great times during this last period, and I do have all of these things to be thankful for and that I'm gracious for in my life. Similar sort of thing is also making a list. So you can get up in the morning, make a list of those things that you're grateful for, and then reflect back to that list during the day, or at the end of the day, write a list of all those happy, wonderful things that have happened to you. So then again, you're not dwelling on the negative aspects of your day, of your week, of your month, or whatever the time period might be. Another great way to be mindful is to actually breathe. Focus on your breathing. So that's going to bring you into the here and the now. It's going to bring you into the present and hopefully drown out your thoughts. Now, there's lots and lots of different breathing methods, and this can actually be rolled into my next subject that I'm going to talk about, which is meditation. So meditation and the breathing can go hand in hand a little bit. Meditation and regular meditation can lower your stress levels, help your sleep, but you do need to practice, and it does get easier if you practice more as well. So meditating, breathing brings you into the present. You're more focused on how you're feeling, what you're doing, and those things and people around you. I have done a meditation video specifically, so if you'd like to check that out and have some more information, I've put the link below. So check that out. It's got some different meditation and breathing techniques, and the video also finishes with a guided meditation, just a quick guided meditation at the end there. So if you're interested in reading or hearing a little bit more about that, check out the link. And I reckon that everyone should meditate in their life. It does take, as I said, a little bit of practice. You may or may not be interested, but if you can include that as part of your daily routine, I'm sure that you will see a lot of benefits. So you need to increase your awareness, and that is going to bring you into the present and make you more aware of those feelings, thoughts, sensations, and bring those positivity to your life. So simple things like giving yourself a hug. I know it seems really, really simple and perhaps silly, but that's going to make you feel a little better and just bring your awareness back to yourself. Being aware of other things, so playing with a pet, patting a dog or a cat. Again, your heart rate comes down when you're taking that time and patting something fluffy. Your blood pressure comes down, so that can be a really good way of bringing your awareness back to you. Smelling a flower, paying attention to the petals, the color, the aroma, obviously, smelling that flower, just taking that little bit of time out. And if you've got a little bit more energy, going for a swim, going for a run or a walk. So I know that for myself, swimming is really good, swimming up and down the laps. I can think, my mind roams again with lots and lots of things, and I think about lots of things, but being able to concentrate on my specific stroke, it also then just focuses my attention so my mind doesn't wander too much. Same with a walk and a run. You get outside, you're in the fresh air, you see the birds, the bees, the flowers, as I was talking about, and you've just got that more inner self and awareness of what you're actually doing. Another great way of being mindful is watching the world go by. Who doesn't like to people watch? So you can either sit in a park or near a lake where I am now, sit in a cafe, watch the people go past, and just try and step outside of yourself a little bit. Observe other people, try and imagine who they are, what they do, where they're going, that type of thing. And as I said, it just helps you step outside of yourself just a little bit to bring that then awareness back to you. Take control of your thoughts. So this is again just having that increased awareness. Be in the moment and enjoy it. Try not to get distracted. And if you do find that you're perhaps trying to just mellow out and rein those thoughts in, a good workout can always help to get those frustrations and that energy sort of leveled out a little bit, and it can help you reclaim your thoughts. Do nothing for a little while. So just sit. When I mean nothing, I really mean nothing. No phones, no reading, no eating. You're sitting, standing, lying down, eyes opened or closed, somewhere comfortable for you, and you're just trying to still those thoughts and just bring that focus, I guess, onto your breathing is a good focus, because then you aren't going to hopefully have your mind wander all over the place, but just really try and focus on that moment. And again, just along those lines, if you're having a conversation, have that conversation. Don't be distracted with things around you, especially your phone. So be really invested in it, and your relationships will really, really benefit from that as well. So when it comes to mindfulness with your eating, start with your shopping list. Be very mindful and list everything that you need to get when you go and do your food shopping, and consider the health value of those things on the list. Now try not to stray from the list at all, because then you're likely to have things slip into your trolley or your basket that perhaps you don't want, and you're perhaps craving as well. So make sure that you've eaten something before grocery shopping, and then that will prevent you from actually putting in those things, the chocolates, the biscuits, all of those things that you crave in an instant, the impulse buys. And as I said, write everything down and try and stick to that list. When you're eating a meal, try not to come to a meal extra hungry. So in that case, don't skip meals. So for example, if you skip breakfast and go into lunch really, really hungry, tend to overeat. So try not to do that. Eat small portions. So start with a small serving. You can always go back and get more. Having a smaller plate or bowl is a good thing to trick the mind. And be mindful of every mouthful. Chew really well. Experience the flavors, the color, the texture, obviously the taste and the smell, and sometimes the sounds food make when you're chewing and when you're eating. Appreciate your food. So that's sort of involved with this as well. Pause and enjoy every mouthful. Chew thoroughly, I've already said that. Eat slowly and just enjoy your meals. We all tend to sometimes just shovel food into our mouths. Again, we're not thinking about what we're doing. Then our tummies, our stomachs aren't actually sending that signal to the brain telling us we're full. So if you're eating more slowly, then you're more likely to not only enjoy what you're eating and that good nutritious food, but you'll feel fuller faster as well. And then mindfulness when it comes to exercise is also really important. Now, it can all be well and good going for a walk, a bike ride, putting your headphones in and just disconnecting. And that can be really, really good. Your mind can roam free, and it can actually be really relaxing, just letting that mind wander as your body works hard. You do, though, need to pay attention, in particular when you're doing strength training. So you need to focus on the muscles that you're using, and then you're actually going to be using them harder. You're going to actually be engaging more muscle fibers, and working harder there. You want to improve the quality of your movements. So if you're more mindful of the movements, as I said, the muscles you're working, the joints that you're working, then you're actually going to be improving the quality of your overall workouts and getting more benefits from them. They're going to be more satisfying. So yes, as I said, all well and good sticking in the headies, doing what you need to, but if you're actually not concentrating on what you're doing, you perhaps might not be satisfied with your workout. So if you are paying that attention to what you're doing, you're going to know you're going to be working hard, really hard all the time, and then reaping the benefits and getting fitter and stronger, and not just going through the motions. So you need to get everything you can out of each exercise, and then you're going to have a stronger connection with your body as well. Make sure that you've got a purpose in mind when you exercise. Don't just go in and go, oh, I'm just going to do some strength training and all will be fine. Have an idea. Know exactly which exercises you're going to do. Know which body parts those exercises are going to be working. Know how many you're going to be doing, so your reps and your sets, so you're clear. No, nothing worse than going in for an airy-fairy workout, being all over the place and then not achieving anything. And again, that's relating back. You're not going to get that satisfied feeling after a workout if you're not paying attention and you're just doing whatever. So go in with purpose and remember your why. So remember my tip of the week from last week. If you can't quite remember, go back and check it out. I was talking about obstacles and barriers that you experience when it comes to your health and fitness. So a good thing to remember is your why, your reasons why you want to be fit and stronger, or perhaps why you want to lose weight. Your purpose, your goals, all of that type of thing are going to be really great motivation so that you can stay mindful and know exactly what you're doing. Another great tip when you're exercising, being mindful, is just to breathe and slow down. So nice slow movements are going to be much better for you. As I said, you're going to be recruiting a lot more muscle fibers and get stronger in the long run, rather than just quickly pumping out moves. So that's a great exercise. So, example, doing a quick bicep curl. Okay, you're doing the movement, but you really want to make it sure it's nice and slow, controlled, that your technique's good. You're not going to hurt yourself that way. And then you're going to get a full range of motion as well through the elbow joint in particular in this case. And you're going to be really working that bicep and fatiguing it. That's what you want to be doing to get fitter and stronger. At the end of your workout, you really want to have a stretch, and that's a really great way of reflecting as well of what you've done during your workout and what perhaps you've got coming up that day, that evening, the next week. So you can sort of set aside some time there to plan for yourself, plan your next workouts, plan perhaps some meals as well, and that's going to get you ahead of the ball game, and just sort of being mindful of what you've as I said, what you've done. So you're sort of refreshing and reviewing what you've done, but also looking ahead on what you can be doing in the next few days, the next few weeks, next few months, and be really set a plan. A plan there in place, so then that you can be more mindful and get to where you want to be and achieve your goals. So that's it for today's video. If you've got any queries or questions, please get in touch. Send me a message or comment below. Let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.